Toyota Avensis Touring Sports 2015 Car Review. The British-designed and built Toyota Avensis Touring Sports is the estate version of the Avensis Saloon. It's a fairly straight-laced machine, which is obviously geared towards company car drivers, and takes its place in the market up against the likes of the Volkswagen Passat estate, Ford Mondeo estate and Mazda 6 Tourer. We found it to be a worthy protagonist, but it's away from being a class leader in such illustrious company. It's comfortable enough over long distances, which is important to company car drivers, and it does appear to return decent fuel economy too. However, the interior lags behind recent attempts from the above manufacturers, and while the Passat is more comfortable still, the Mondeo offers a better drive. Performance. There are 3 engines on offer here, pick from either 1.6 and 2-litre diesels, or a 1.8-litre petrol. Just don't expect a fast car, because none of the available power plants offer anything more than average performance. Diesel power. We're expecting the fleet favourite to be the 1.6-litre D4D diesel, which offers the best combination of low CO2 and fuel economy to appeal to company car drivers. This engine makes 110 bhp and 270 Nm of torque between 1,750 revolutions per minute and 2,250 revolutions per minute. It'll cover 0.62 miles per hour in 11.7 seconds and go on to a top speed of 115 miles per hour. The better engine to drive, though, is the new 2.0-litre D4D. This one makes 141 bhp and 320 Nm of torque between 1,750 and 2,500 revolutions per minute. It's a smooth and highly refined drivetrain that doesn't make a lot of noise, but with such a small power band you do have to change gear fairly frequently in order to make brisk progress. Officially, the Toyota Avensis Touring Sports performance figures show a sprint from 0.62 miles per hour in 9.8 seconds and a top speed of 124 miles per hour. You can only buy the diesel engines with a 6-speed manual gearbox. But that's no hardship because it's an excellent transmission. It has a solid feel and a positive shift action which helps add an element of quality. Petrol power. The sole petrol offering is a 1.8-litre Valve-matic, which is available with the same 6-speed manual gearbox or a CVT automatic. With 145 bhp and 180 Nm. This version will cover 0.62 miles per hour in 9.7 seconds for the manual and 10.7 seconds for the CVT. Top speeds are both 124 miles per hour. Handling. The way the Avensis Touring Sports handles is best described as safe. It isn't going to win any awards for engaging cornering, but that isn't to say it's bad. There isn't a huge amount of body roll compared to the Passat estate or Škoda Superb, and there's also a surprising amount of grip on offer. If you're after the ultimate in driver feedback, then look elsewhere, because the Toyota's steering is as numb as it gets, even for an electrically assisted car. Its biggest rival in this sense is the Ford Mondeo, which roundly trumps the Avensis thanks to far better steering and an imperious blend of ride and handling. Equipment. There are 4 trim levels on offer here: Active, Business Edition Plus and Excel. There are also optional extras available, but unlike German rivals, you're limited to a few packs and paint finishes because actually this is a pretty well-equipped car as standard. Standard Toyota Avensis Touring Sports equipment. At the bottom of the range is Active, which nets you the pre-crash safety system and autonomous engine braking explained in the safety section, along with air conditioning, cruise control, hill start assist, LED daytime running lights, an auto-dimming rear view mirror, a multifunction display for trip computer information, a 6-speaker stereo system with CD player, radio and Bluetooth hands-free connectivity and electric front windows. Moving up to Business Edition means a fair chunk more kit is standard. Highlights include automatic high beam headlights, lane departure warning, traffic sign recognition, automatic aircon, automatic lights and wipers, cloth and Alcantara upholstery, lumbar support for the driver's seat, front fog lights and 17-inch alloy wheels. You also get Toyota's Touch 2 multimedia and sat-nav system, which includes 6 speakers along with an 8-inch touch screen, DAB digital radio and a reversing camera. Further equipment is on offer for Business Edition Plus models, which benefit from leather and Alcantara upholstery, keyless entry and start, LED headlights, cornering front fog lights, tinted rear windows and different 17-inch alloys. At the top of the range, Excel cars get a more advanced multimedia system adding voice recognition and more advanced connectivity options. You also get 4 extra speakers, a set of 18-inch alloys, full leather upholstery, heated power adjustable front seats with a memory function, adaptive front lighting and a panoramic roof. Optional Toyota Avensis Touring Sports accessories. There are 10 colors to choose from and a number of interior trim options. You've also got some packages to provide better value for money, including the protection pack which nets you mud flaps, scuff plates, a boot liner, rear bumper protector and some additional load space rails if required. The chrome pack adds a chrome side sill and tailgate trim. Finally, the parking pack means front and rear parking sensors. Comfort. If it wasn't for the ultra-cassetting VW Passat, we'd say Toyota Avensis Touring Sports comfort levels are relatively high. As it is, the German car does it better, but that isn't to say the Japanese brand's attempt is bad. The suspension is well tuned for a smooth ride and the cabin is very well insulated too, which means not much noise makes its way into the cabin. We found the 1.6 D4D to be quieter than the 2-litre, but only fractionally so. The new front seats are well bolstered and have an impressive field of adjustment, but we struggled to find a perfect driving position because the seat itself sits quite high in the car. Standard features such as air conditioning and the cruise control help in this regard, too. Practicality. There's enough room for 5 adults in the cabin, though the middle rear seat might be a bit of a squeeze for long journeys. The boot measures 543 litres, which is a useful 34 more than the saloon, but crucially the boot opening is far easier to access and the load lip is lower too. If you fold the rear seats down there's 1,609 litres on offer, and there's also a small load space under the boot floor to store items you don't want on show or rattling around the luggage area. But those boot figures once again lag behind the VW Passat estate, which is a far bigger 650 and 1,780 litres respectively on offer. You've got just one cup holder featuring a sliding cover in the front unless you choose to employ the one hidden under the adjustable armrest in the center console. Under that there's a decent-sized storage space, and the glove box is of a reasonable size too. In the door pockets you'll fit bottles into along with documents or the like. Rear passengers get an armrest unless there's 3 of you that includes a pair of cup holders. Safety. We're expecting 5-star performance from Toyota Avensis Touring Sports safety systems. At the core of the car the body structure has been strengthened over the previous car, with extra welding to make the shell stronger. There are several airbags on board catering for front and rear passengers, 2 ISOFIX child seat lashing points on the rear seats, stability control, hill start assist, tire pressure monitoring, cruise control with a speed limiter and an electric parking brake. The firm is famous for building strong and safe vehicles, and there is a raft of features called Toyota Safety Sensors Standard which aim to keep you and those around you away from harm. All models get a pre-collision system which prepares the car's brakes for optimum performance for an impact, while automatic emergency braking is on hand too, stopping the car at up to 19 miles per hour and mitigating the effects of a crash above that speed. On all models above base active specification you also get lane departure warning, automatic high beam headlights and a system which reads and displays traffic signs such as speed limits or overtaking signs for your information, should you have missed them. Other available safety systems include dusk sensing LED headlights and automatic wipers on higher trim levels. Reliability. As with all cars from this company, Toyota Avensis Touring Sport's reliability should be exemplary. The firm has a brilliant reputation for building strong, resilient cars and has myriad fail-safes on its production lines to ensure nothing is missed. We've no reason to suspect any of the engines and gearboxes will be a problem. There have been no major recalls for this car for many years. The cabin feels solid and built of decent materials.